What's up, lovers of whiskey and watchers of YouTube? I am back, the Malt activist, and yes, we have it. We finally have it in our hands. Ha 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 ha. There you go, the satisfying sound of product opening. Please give it up for the Laphroaig Cairdeas 2021. There you go. That's right. We have it. This year's Laphroaig Cairdeas 2021 finished in PX Casks. You guys have no idea the amount of trouble I go through, the amount of time and effort it takes me to get these in my hands so that I can drink them just for you, not for me, just for you, so that I can tell you whether or not these are any good. So I have no idea what to expect. There's no reviews out there, so this could be one of our firsts ever. And here you go. Let's unseal. Okay. Woohoo! What a satisfying sound. And the initial nose, not so bad. Okay, what do we have here? This is what it looks like. This is what E150 caramel in whiskey looks like. I don't know, man. I don't know why. Why Beam Suntory has a policy of coloring their whiskeys, I will never know. In fact, let me see if it says so on the back of the bottle. Okay, it doesn't say over here, but I know the German labels do. So, but this is an English label. So, what do we know about this whiskey? We know that this is a cask strength Laphroaig, bottled for this year's Cairdeas 2021. It's bottled at a hefty 58.9%. That's right, we're not playing around. And it has seen 3 casks. First matured in first fill bourbon barrels, moved to quarter casks, and then finally matured in European oak hogsheads that originally contained PX sherry. Okay, not too inventive, but you know, this is like almost like a standard maturation for Laphroaig. Bourbon, quarter cask, and then some sort of wine finishing. Oh yeah, of course they did this with the 2020 Cairdeas portwood and wine. Of course, slightly different maturation there, but more or less they followed this particular journey. Now, let's see what it says at the back. Each year, our distillery manager, John Campbell, blah, 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 Cairdeas, friendship. First fill American oak, ex-bourbon barrels. Second in American oak, quarter cask. And yeah, nothing. Doesn't say, obviously, how old it is. It's a Cairdeas. It's going to be under 10 years old. I'm guessing anywhere between 7 and 9. That's it. That's all we know. Wow, interesting. So one of the few things I read was online when I was researching this was how the sherry has taken over the distillery character in terms of, you know, the distillate, and it just completely covers it. But you know, I am getting very, very strongly that initial iodine, eucalyptus, red and black licorice, oak, dates, fudge, some fennel, milk chocolate, cardamom, cinnamon, clove, red berries, like a red lozenge as well. So, I mean, it's packed with a lot of flavors from what I can tell. 58.9%, that's a massive ABV to bottle this at. So that'll be interesting. I think it does decent on the nose. It's not so bad. It's not exceptionally stunning if you ask me, But you know, I can tell it's a Laphroaig, and I like Laphroaig. So, you know, it's hard to find fault with something that you already like, unless it was absolutely horrendous. You know, it's difficult to fault a Laphroaig nose, especially if you're a fan of Laphroaig like I am. And I like drinking this. Now I know I'm a bit of an old school purist in the sense that I prefer my Laphroaigs in first fill bourbon, and that's kind of it. At best, maybe you know you want to do some quarter cask stuff in there. That's okay. But essentially, my benchmark for Laphroaig are their 10-year-old cask strength series, right? Matured in first fill bourbon, bottled at cask strength. Boom. That's it. Those are the kind of Laphroaigs I like. And so this additional thing with the quarter cask and then the, you know, wine maturation, fine, I get it. You know, we need to have variety and we need to have like different SKUs. But, you know, I think we need to get beyond that formula and start doing something else, I think. Otherwise, we might just get lost in a sea of very similar maturation processes, and then everything kind of blurs into one another, and that's what you don't want. You know, you want your whiskeys to be distinctive, to really stand out one from the other, even if they're from the same distillery. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my initial reaction. If I judge the spirit on its merit, I think it's a fairly decent nose. It's not overly complex. It is flavorful, that's for sure. Is it representative of the distillery character? I think it is. Does it blow me away? No. Would I turn my nose up at it? Also no. So, middle of the road, above average, which I think is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay? Yeah, nothing's changed. So, same. Chin chin. Wow. Okay. Obviously, very high in alcohol. Almost 60%. I'm not complaining. That just gives me more whiskey to drink if I do add water to this. Not as sweet on the palate as it is on the nose. The milk chocolate turns into more dark chocolates. The soft the soft dates turn into dried dates. It's more oaky, more leathery. The spices are there, very woody spices. So there's a lot of cinnamon and nutmeg, clove as well. Quite Christmas cakey, but like dry Christmas cakey. Very decent finish. I can still feel the tannins on my lips and on my gums. Ooh, so much clove, so much oak, so much wood, so much leather. Damn. So, is it flavorful? No. I think this is just okay. I like the nose better than I did the palate. It seems very one-dimensional to me. It's not entirely bad, but there's something kind of nondescript about it, and I think maybe it's trying to hide behind the massive ABV that it's bottled in, because I think this would be a bad whiskey if it was bottled at 50%. You know, and I think the extra 8-9% ABV kind of helps amp up the flavors, but otherwise, to me, I think this is a bit of a middle of the road average fare. Is it even 58.9%? Because I'm drinking it. You know, it didn't hurt me as much as I thought it was going to, which is weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss for words, and I shouldn't be since this is a review, and that's what you're here for. But Actually, you know what? Why shouldn't I add water to it? Give me a second, and I'll get my pipette, and then we'll add water to this, and we'll see how bad this becomes. Or good, who knows? Christmas miracle. Hello, and we're back with a pipette and some water. Boom, 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 boom. There was a lot in it already, and it's very high, so maybe I put too much water, but let's see. Sweeter, definitely much sweeter. No alcohol burn. Actually, there wasn't even alcohol burn without the water, so I get more of the distillery character now with the iodine. Okay, I think. Okay, so I take back my words. Definitely better with water. More flavors, a little more complex, a little more nuanced. I get more than one layer of tastes. So yeah, interesting. I just thought, I mean, we'd add water and it would just dilute it and bring it down, and then it wouldn't be that good. It's more oaky now, more leathery. I thought it might become a little sweeter, but it's not. It remains quite savory. Again, hasn't become so much more better, but marginally better than without water in it. Does not wow me. It's not underwhelming by any means, but it doesn't wow me either. So I'm kind of indifferent to this whiskey, maybe favoring it slightly, but generally sitting right down in the middle. And I think we expect more, Yeah, certainly. I think we expect more from Laphroaig, and I don't think we're getting it. And I think we seem to be stuck in a formula. I'm talking about the Cairdeas mainly. And I think that we're kind of stuck in a formula now that they're finding it, I don't know, easy to churn out or whatever the case may be. I don't know the real reason why they're choosing this kind of maturation. But, it doesn't really excite me. Which is disappointing because I was really looking forward to this. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I'm just kind of at a loss for words now. It's I think it's better to drink a really bad whiskey or a very good whiskey, but when you drink something that's kind of mundane, it's even more disappointing. So if I'm to grade it, I'll give it a B minus, C plus. I think that's probably the right rating for it. Not too exceptional, but not failing either. So, am I underwhelmed? A little. Am I disappointed? Certainly. Am I glad that I did it? Yes, of course I am. Always good to try a new whiskey and share it with you guys. And so there you have it. I mean, make up your own minds. I picked this up for about £100, including shipping. So it's not a cheap whiskey for a non-age statement whiskey. There are other whiskeys out there for the same price that are much, much better, of course. So yeah, it's really up to you, man. If you want to do this, I have to do this. I don't have a choice. I've been collecting Cairdeas for I don't know how long. So I can't bear not to have one in my collection. So there you have it. So I got this and I've drunk it, and I'm kind of now wondering what I should do with the rest of my life. Maybe curl up on a hammock somewhere and drink some mojitos. I think that's what I should do. I shouldn't be drinking middle of the road whiskeys like this. So that's my verdict. I am unmoved, and that's a sad thing. I wish I was moved, negatively or positively. I don't care, but that's the way it is. So there you have it. This year's Laphroaig Cairdeas 2021 finished in PX European oak hogsheads, casks, barrels, whatever. Okay, I don't know what else to say. Maybe this will change. I don't know. Maybe something will happen in the next half an hour while I leave it in the glass. But I doubt it. I really do. So let's call it a day, man. We tried our best. I think I'm starting to show that I'm getting more increasingly disappointed as time goes on. So I am going to stop this video here right now and say thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time, peace.